Okay. Hello, everyone. It's live now, and independence of a being from reality. This is perhaps one of the most, deepest ideas in this world. All right, guys, I apologize. This episode probably, if you're listening to it, there's going to be pauses in between. I'm using like a Popeyes Wi-Fi. But still, there is something important to say. I don't know, guys. I was just thinking that, I'm a being here. I'm being in the world. I call my. And a part of me wondered, have I in this lifetime taken a moment to consider what I'm going to do as a being? Not as a human being. As a human being, to some degree, there is limitations, constraints, and it's obvious what we're here to do as a human being. But as a being, that means it's like human beings have different approaches, different attitudes. And so I thought, if I'm a temporary being, that makes it easy. Like, the purpose of life is very obvious when you're a temporary creature. Pretty much use the opportunity you have before you exit. If I was to consider myself or the nature or the essence of the nature of being to be eternal, and if I was to go, it's not about thinking what am I going to do as a human being on planet Earth, but rather it is what am I going to do as a being in a world. And so those are the people I am speaking to. Those people who do not just feel they are on Earth. It's as if the soul cannot move. You see, it's just that I have observed the nature of being. And I don't know if people know this. I have this other channel where I'm interviewing people about their imagination. And so what I want to tell you, dear viewers, is that as a being, all I can share is how far I have climbed this mountain of life. And the mountain is an incredible metaphor. Stomachs. But the mountain is an incredible metaphor. That as you journey, every step you take, every shift in elevation, your view of reality is different. And your view of reality changes. And so really human consciousness or consciousness in this world really has the option of being PCs. And what this means is that there is an intelligence which is, how can I tell you? A friend of mine recently was showing 0, but I hope it's being recorded. The idea I'm trying to get out there is that whoever you are, whatever you are, there will come a moment where not your body goes for a reality check, but the dynamic movement of your mind. And it's another way of saying it's as if you're verifying, trying to verify you're a physical being, and you're like, okay, physical body moved in physical world, and then you want to verify you're a non-physical being. Still see. This is suggesting that nature has intended that man has a secret corner of the universe for himself. That's the poetry of the soul. It's like your home in the universal intelligence. It's your part. So as a being here, I'm going to share with viewers like how I've gone about it. You see, I realize that there's a lot of structure, and pretty much if you look at the idea of imagination, from ancient times to now, the way it has gone forth has been very different. You see, the story, or I would say the history of the way man's mind moved and the way his body moved are very different. In ancient times, they perceived